welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've lost 200 pounds on a ketogenic journey, but I'm not done yet. I have about 20 more to go or so. We will see. I'm not sure I'm stopping yet. I knew when I was 368 pounds, which wasn't my biggest, but that's when I started this journey, that I wanted to be 148. It was just a number. They always tell you, pick something out of the top of your head, go with it, and make that your goal. So that's been the number I've been striving for this whole entire time, or towards, however you want to say it. And we'll see when I get there if that's where I want to stay or not. I'm going to go ahead and show you this morning's glucose, ketones, readings, and weigh-in. Yeah, and then we'll talk about it. Alright, so let's do ketones first. I got my morning coffee going right now. I'm going to have to go strip and weigh myself because I forgot to weigh myself. Alright, 0.6. That's not terribly bad as long as my blood sugar's okay. So I didn't do as much workout yesterday. And I did have the Lecante monk fruit drops, the chocolate one, and I'm not really sure about that one yet. And I did have quite a few drops last night in my butter. Ooh, 78. I like a blood sugar of 78. So I guess that Lecante little drops did not bother me. So this morning's GKI was 7.2, so I'm low ketosis, but I'm still in ketosis. I did not exercise as late or as long as I did yesterday, so I think it's why it was lower. Remember, I don't have much fat to lose on my body. I am not eating tons of fat. Yesterday I did eat more fat than normal because I had the ribeye. So it doesn't always show up. So I was okay with those ketone numbers being so low this morning, which a lot of y'all would say was not low at all. But I'm used to 1 and 2 point something. Like, I'm used to high ketosis, but I've been struggling to get back in there lately. But when my glucose was so low this morning in the 70s, I was thrilled. I mean, your body doesn't produce extra ketones that you're not using or don't need. So sometimes your ketone level can be low. But if your glucose is high at the same time as low ketone levels, then you know you're not really in ketosis. But when your glucose is low too, then you know you are running on ketones, and that's what matters here. Plus, I don't eat that many carbs, and I did have green beans yesterday, and I wasn't sure how that was going to affect me. I did try the Lecante chocolate extract drops yesterday as well. I ran out of my vanilla, waiting for more to come in. I was trying to think. I thought I tried something else yesterday. I think it was just that, yeah, the steak and green beans. It's the only food I had. So, yeah, I'm thrilled. Those numbers made me very happy. My weight is the same as yesterday, 170.2. But I think my scale is broken. But I don't know for sure. But it's been acting stupid for weeks now. So what did I do? I was going to get expensive batteries, stick it in there and see if it was that. But that scale has had a lot of abuse over the last 3 years. I get on it multiple times a day because sometimes I just want to see how much I sweated. When I do workouts, I like to get on it before and after to see how much fluid I sweated off, especially because I've been taking a lot of ibuprofens lately, which also kicks me out of ketosis, which probably explains why I've not been in ketosis so much, and why I have to work out to get in ketosis, because these little devils. So that is why I step on it so much. And usually if you step on it at night, I'm 2 to 3 pounds down in the morning, and I know where I'm going. I know if I had a good day. It's not an obsession. It's fun. It's data. I am a science experiment to myself because I tried all the different kind of ketos in the beginning, like Dr. Berg's 7 cups of green leafy vegetables. That made me really sick because my stomach does not process vegetables very well. I was throwing up all the time. I was miserable. I felt like garbage. Could not get my blood sugar down with that many carbs. and that didn't work for me. So I went on and tried other people's versions. There are tons of versions of keto because all keto is short for ketogenics, where you're running off fat, ketones, for your fuel instead of carbs. So, and I want to use the correct word, I guess it's insulin, glucose, I don't know. To me, it's the same. They're both sugar. So that is what keto is. So if you are a person who can eat 60, 70 net carbs because you have a manual job or because your body just works that well and you're still running on ketones, guess what? You're still keto. And if you're a person who can only eat 10 total carbs, or you get knocked out of ketosis, guess what? You're still keto. Because you might be the person who can eat the carrots. You might be a person who can eat a lot of berries and nuts and all these little treats that people make with keto. And if you're still running on ketones, you're still keto. So don't let someone tell you that you're not keto because you're eating more vegetables than you are fat, because you're eating lean meats. You're still keto if you're running on ketones, okay? If your body is still breaking down fats as your fuel, you are keto, not low carb. Because I've been hearing this a lot on some people's channels. No one, I don't think y'all are probably members of any of these channels. And it upsets me that these people, and they're saying they're keto coaches, and they're going through keto classes, and it has to be done this way and this way only, or you're not keto. That's not true. There's dirty, there's lazy, there's clean, there's strict. There is people who do net, people who do total. Like I said, keto is just where your body is running on them. You might get a little app, like I do. I use Carb Manager. And it might tell you, well, you have to eat this and you have to eat this to be keto. Well, guess what? That doesn't always work for me. I have to use my Keto Mojo, which is expensive. So I don't tell people, go, you should go buy it. But if you really want to know what your body's doing and the food that you're putting in it does to the T, like me, then you might want to get something like this. It reads your ketones and it also does your blood glucose. But it's not cheap. I do this because I was stalled so bad. And now I know ibuprofen kicks me. I know not exercising now is not something I can do. I have to exercise at this point in my journey. It tells me that I can't have keto breads like everyone else can. Maybe I can now, but I couldn't a couple of months ago. But we're not trying that right now because I'll get hooked and then my weight might go back up. But it tells me I can have some of the keto ice cream bars perfectly fine and still lose tons of weight. So yeah, that's why I use it. So I will know which way I'm going instead of just guessing. I actually have something to tell me. Plus the scale tells me, how I feel tells me, but I wanted more data. It's for data. So I just want to let you know, don't let people tell you whether or not you're keto. If you're burning ketones, you're keto. Also, you might not want to be keto. You've decided you want to be low carb, but you come to keto channels because we got recipes and we got ways of eating that can help you with your low carb. Okay? So you get to have more berries than me. So you can throw in some grapes. So you get more carrots, or you can, once in a blue moon, go get you that Starbucks with regular sugar, or I don't know, French fries once in a blue moon because you're low carb and occasionally you can have it. You might still want to follow a keto person because the rest of the time we got you. What we eat, you can eat. You just can eat a little more than us. Low carb doesn't work for me. Okay, I go eat those French fries once in a while. I'm going to be paying for it for weeks. okay? If anyone watched my channel a couple of weeks ago, you saw I had a tiny little cookie this big and a little ding dong, and it came to less than 100 carbs for the day, and I've been struggling ever since. Not struggling as I want to eat stuff. That part of my journey is completely fine now. I have come to a part where I can say, I had the cookie, I'm fine. Maybe in a couple months or so, I might have another cookie. Not anytime soon, because the struggle's been to get back in ketosis. The struggle's been to get my blood sugar back under control. Yes, it's completely in control for a normal person. For someone who is not on keto, but on keto, it was not in control. Okay, it was in the upper 90s. There's a difference. If you're new to my channel, I just want to thank you for coming by. I also want to say, I did get a comment. I'm not going to point out names. I'm not that way. Even if it's a good comment, I don't usually point out names because I don't want to embarrass anyone or upset anyone or pronounce the names wrong, because I will do that. But I did get a comment that, which was a 40-something minute video, and 90-something% of it was all keto. So if you're new to my channel and you don't understand, it is a keto channel because that is my weight loss journey, right? But guess what? It's my life channel too. Like, if you've been here for a while, you know I'm going to take you on my watch. You know I'm going to talk to you about other stuff, because losing weight is not just about what goes in your mouth, all right? And I do show the clothes I buy. I tell you how to go get clothes on sale. So if you just want someone who talks just about keto through the whole video, that's not me. But I thank you for coming. You can stay if you want and totally skip the parts that's not keto. Maybe I should have named my channel something different, but when I was coming up with it, I was very shy and very scared to let people in my life, very scared to let you know about my anxiety or my likes or dislikes in the world. I try to stay away from the politics. Yes, I will talk about the virus sometimes because it's very frustrating for all of us, okay? All of us. Like, it just, I'm not alone here. Y'all are not alone here. We're all going through some crap because of that virus. So I will talk about that occasionally. I will talk about my daughter. I will talk about situations in my life. I will talk about sad things, happy things, whether it's a full moon, because I love full moons and it lights up the whole entire yard at night and it's really beautiful. I will show you my cat. I will talk to you when my cats disappear. So I will talk to you about other apps that I'm on and the crap that goes on in there because I'm frustrated and y'all are my friends and I want to talk about it, and it helps me, because if you don't have someone to talk to you and you can't de-stress, well, if you're stressed, you ain't losing weight. So that's one of my points about my channel. No two bodies are the same. Stress, sleep, activity, everything decides how your journey is going to go. The number on the scale, how it's going to go. You got to remember these things. If you ain't sleeping, you're pretty much probably not losing weight. Okay? If you're sad, depressed, doesn't matter how much you eat right, you're pretty much probably not going to lose weight right now. But keto does help with depression, but it takes a while, a really long while. It's gotta redo your chemicals in your brain. This I know from personal experience and listening to other people. I was asked, did I have surgery done because of my arms is not much loose skin. If I hold it like this, you can see the jiggle, people, okay? But how often do we hold our arms like that, really? So here we go. This is my loose skin. I wish I could have surgery, not on my arms though. I'm okay with my arms. I wish I could have it on my thighs. But because I'm allergic to almost everything in the world and anesthesia, that's a no-go. I'm hoping when I get all the fat out of my thighs and I build some muscle on my thighs, I'll be more happy about that. Right now I have so much fat in my tummy still. I actually have no loose skin on my stomach. Yes, I need to lose, yeah, y'all probably did not need to see my bra. I need to lose a lot more weight in my tummy, but so far I don't have loose skin on my stomach yet. I know it's coming. I know when all this fat is gone, that skin is gonna have to go somewhere, right? So I know it's coming. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll be like my arms, right? But my thighs, oh my gosh. But I don't know. I'm trying to find more pictures, but I was scared of the camera. But I had the big giant butt that actually went off to the side. I had these big giant thighs. I don't even know how much they were around when I started. I should have measured that. I was just focused on my stomach area and my neck. Oh my gosh, my neck was so huge. You would have thought I was on steroids. I had the big giant moon face. But my thighs were so big that I was going to have loose skin, and I knew it, which hurts me because as a teenager and early 20s, I had perfect legs. That was actually the last place to get big, but then it really got big. So yeah, and I'm a shorts person, but this girl is not wearing shorts. And well, I do it in my yard, and I did do it in Hawaii last summer, but I was fatter last summer, a lot bigger last summer, like in the 200s, and it didn't have as much loose skin, and I was okay with the way my thighs looked, and I went everywhere in shorts. But now my thighs have shrank, and all this skin is starting to pile down, and it's just what happens with weight loss. So if you can have the surgery, you can afford it, you're not allergic, and you want to, more power to you, because I would. But if you don't want it, can't afford it, it's okay too. It's just, we went through hell and we have some scars with loose skin, right? And if you have surgery, you're still going to have some scars to look at. Either way, we're going to have some physical scars for our journey, what we did. And a lot of us did not do this to ourselves. Like a lot of women have had polycystic ovary syndrome, not diagnosed. Okay, I was not diagnosed into my 30s, and it was out of control by then. That's why I started gaining so much weight once I hit puberty. No, I could tell the doctor all day long. I did ballet, I worked out, I was on Weight Watchers, I stayed at 600 calories for months at a time every day. I did this, I did that, no lying, and would still gain weight. It's because I have polycystic ovary syndrome. I also, if you're new to my channel, I also have post-traumatic stress syndrome from an incident when I was 8 years old, and it still affects me today, and I'm in my 40s. Isn't that lovely? Because it's with you for life. I do have a little hormone imbalance as well, which causes complex hypoplasia, which is basically with the lining in your uterus doesn't shed correctly, and you can get cancer. So it's like one cell turn, well, less than a cell turn away to stage 1 uterine cancer. But they found it in time. They, went inside, cleaned it all up. Of course, I couldn't have anesthesia. They didn't manage to give me a twilight drug, which they were really scared to do because they say that you have to be out doing it because it's extremely painful, and twilight will just make you get off the table and scream. But this girl has never had any kind of meds like that because of all my medical issues, and I was out. Might have been mumbling a little, but they were in shock how out I was off of a little twilight drug. So I got that taken care of, and that's why I have an IUD. I do not have problems with my IUD. Yeah, my hair might be a tiny bit thinner. At first I thought it was just, because of low calories and lower proteins and stuff can make you have thinning hair. But then I did a lot of research, and I watched Keto Diamond, and her hair's gotten so thick since she had her IUD come out, and she thought, it was keto that made her lose her hair, because a lot of people complain about that. But now it's all growing back nice and thick on her. But I do have to keep my IUD, so that's the only little issue I have with it. Also, any diet you do, when you lose a bunch of weight really fast, your body goes in the shock, and the first thing you're going to do is lose your hair too. So it's not a keto thing. It's just because we can lose weight so fast, it kind of shocks your body. So the people who are having hair loss issues, it's just because your body's in shock. It'll be okay. Up your proteins. Maybe throw some more fat in there if you need to. Grab a collagen, any brand, or make it yourself out of, bone broth. which I don't like at all, making the collagen is really gross to me. So I just buy lovely flavors and stick in my coffee. This video is probably getting a little too long, and I'm really sorry. My point is that all our bodies are different. We've all been to hell and back one way or another. We have traumatic events, probably all of us in our lives. If I ever told you my story, my friends always tell me I need to write a book because some of them lived through it with me, watch me go through it. My story could be a crazy, crazy Lifetime movie. And you wouldn't believe it anyways, because it is too much crap for one person to have gone through. And then you wonder, how? Why? Well, this girl was fat. This girl wanted to see the best in people. Even if my body, my mind, my intuition told me they were evil, run, I always tell my mind, intuition, whatever you want to call it, to shut up. It's wrong to judge people like that. Give them a chance. Maybe they're good people. Never again. I will listen to my brain forever. And I have been for 3 years now. I went from a low self-esteem person who thought I had no right to run away from anyone because, you know, I was so big. I should be lucky, right? Well, I have tons of self-esteem now. I don't even care about the loose skin. I don't care about nothing. And I will run all day long from bad people now. Like, yeah. But I'm really lucky. I have an amazing boyfriend right now. The only sad thing is he's in Hawaii and I'm here. But I absolutely love him to death. And I was surprised the scale did not go up because the other day we got into an argument. And the argument was he was trying to get me to break up with him. Not because he doesn't love me, not because he doesn't want me to be with him, because he really does. It was because he thought I was too sad, and I've already gone a year without him, and he was worried that he was making my life miserable, and he sees comments people leave that, why don't I find someone near me? And it was getting to him, thinking that he was holding me back and making me miserable. Hopefully he does not see this and get mad, because I'm not saying anything bad about him. I love him to death. And just because I can't be with him right now, or he can't be here, isn't going to make me leave him. I'm going to be upset until he's with me. That's just life. But like I told him, if I had married someone in the Army, a lot of men get stationed away for a year or two. Was I going to be the Army wife that left her husband every single time they got stationed away? No. So that's how I'm looking at it, you know. And if you're new to my channel and wondering why we can't live together, is he's got a doggy, almost 30 years old. He is very old. And my daughter is deadly allergic, so it could not live inside the house. So even if we made it its own house outside, and I'm not talking about a little doggy house, I'm talking about a crazy, like, big shed thing with, hold on. I'm talking about like a big shed with heater, air, all that stuff, because it's from Hawaii. It's used to being hot. So even if we did that, it's not a possibility. He is so old with arthritis and all these health problems. There is no way he can have a 17-hour flight to make it here. It's just not possible. So I never try to push him because I'm worried something will happen to the poor doggy on the plane and I will feel guilty for life because that is his son. I mean, when you've had a dog that long or any animal that long, you know, like I don't know what that's like because I've had outdoor animals and the wild always gets them sooner or later. But I can imagine it would be horrible, horrible. So that's why he lives there, I live here. And I'm okay with it because I have to be because I really, really love him. And it's just going to be like this. Usually I get to see him twice a year, but not this year. Yeah, I know, not keto, but guess what? That affects my weight. That's why I tell y'all these things. It affects you. And when you're going through things in life, it affects you. And I want you to know that there's someone else going through difficult moments too. All right? No, I'm not a military wife, but I was an Army brat. My dad was Special Forces. I barely saw him my whole life because he was always stationed down south, and we were not allowed to go because 7th group, you don't get to go with them. Just period. He was always out of the country. So, I know what it's like to miss someone. So if you're going through that, I'm really, really sorry right now. Yes, I have my daughter and my parents, which my daughter came here and hung out with me yesterday and tried the VR headset with me. She was so confused and lost in it. And I think she wants to do low carb / keto. So we'll see. She really wants to do it. And then again, it's really hard for her because she keeps saying, you know, she can't see her friends. She can't do anything. She has serious underlying conditions, and so does my parents. That's why they're all living down there together, and I'm here because that way we don't, if I happen to get it, we weren't spending so much time together that could have passed back and forth. So her happiness is going to get Starbucks, but that Starbucks she gets is like 140 something carbs. So the poor baby has put on weight from the virus, like a lot of people I've been talking to has. So I'm going to shut up now, but I'm trying to help her. But she has to have some willpower too. She's 15 and I can't go slap her hand every single time as well. But I am her mommy and I'm here to help her and I'm my whole family if they ever want it. But, you know, it's a little hard. So I'm shutting up and I will show you what I eat later today. It is 1:30. I have only had one collagen coffee and I have not eaten anything because I am not hungry yet. So, oh, I can't wait for that scale because I want to know, is it wrong? Is it right? Like, what's going on? I also got me a new food scale that will go over here in my coffee because I weigh my coffees. I want to make sure I get my right collagens, butters, all that. I track everything. It's fun to me. So, all right, I will talk to you in just a little bit. So originally, I was only going to talk for a few minutes today because I was going to the store to get my daughter keto ice creams and snacks. I have to go pretty far because she can only have some of Rebels. But look, it is raining. So I won't be going anywhere, probably. I don't want to get all wet. But yeah, she's allergic to nuts. So doing keto is kind of hard. And she's allergic to eggs. And the list goes on. And most of it is keto food. So we are doing a low carb with her. But she does eat the Rebel coffee chip ice cream. And that's what we're looking for. Just going to show y'all my fall porch decorations while showing y'all the rain. We are headed uptown to do some shopping in this horrible rainy day. I got my kid next to me. Want to say hi? Hi. And we are getting some Wendy's. I haven't had Wendy's in forever, and I'm gonna try it. I just got a single dollar something little burger with wrapped in lettuce. I'll show y'all. Mustard, you know, pickle. That's it. So yeah, we're going to. As long as the rain doesn't go crazy, we're headed to Publix to do some keto shopping and y'all are coming with us. What it looks like, we're gonna try it. I took a bite. It was gross. I don't like baked cheese anymore. It was tasteless. They didn't put the mustard on. And I like my hamburgers at home. So that was a no-go. I'm not eating it. Just left the mall. My kid had a panic attack and our masks go long, like it touching her face. I almost had a panic attack. We were in there a little long. I got some major sales that we'll be showing you in just a little bit. I saved $550.
Hot topic too.
Oh no. Okay, I tried to film in Publix. I don't know how to cut music out, so I couldn't film. And it was crazy busy. And their music was blasting. I couldn't even think straight. But I did get some of these I've been dying to try. As you know, I eat the pepper jack one. I'm going home and ordering these instead of the pepper jack. I am in love with these. You like them too?
I even like them, and I hate the pepper jack. The pepper jack is really gross.
Well, I love the pepper jack, but these are my new best friend.
I mean, these are still the best. No! I mean, these are still the best.
Okay, we have a long drive home, and we did find her ice cream. And I'm going to try a keto enlightened ice cream too. I'll do it on film for y'all.
It's very hot in there. As you can see, I do not have blush on for once, even though I look like a tomato. So, yeah, it was extremely hot in there. And then the mask was extra overheating. So, yay.
Let me show you what I got real fast. They only allow one of these in that store, which is weird. I got a pack of these low carb shells. I got some cheese. We got some Too Good yogurt. It's really 3 carbs, not 2. I mean, it says 2, but most of the ones I've seen is actually 3. So we're just gonna go with 3. All right, me and my daughter shared the ranch earlier. We're gonna try the nachos. Here's some ice creams. I've never tried this one right here. I'm gonna give this a try in just a second. I love the coffee, that's my daughter's. I got me salted caramel, which I love, and I love black raspberry. So, like I said, I've never eaten these before, so hopefully it does not mess me up. I had half of one and it didn't hurt my stomach, so we will see. So that's all I got me. So we kind of gotta know what I look like right this second. I've been caught in the rain over and over again today. It looked like crap. So, I couldn't take y'all shopping, but I am going to taste this for you. I have not had an Enlighten in forever, and I've never had the keto one. And this is chocolate glazed donut. Okay, usually because of the sugar, alcohols, and different things, I usually don't eat this, but I see a bunch of monk fruit and stuff like that, and that's stuff I can get down with. So we're just gonna try it. It's been out long enough. It says leave out 15 minutes or so, 5 to 10. This is what it looks like. I'm a little excited. Smells like kind of like a cake batter. Okay. It's definitely been out long enough. It's been in cooler bags for over an hour while I was driving. Still smells like cake mix. Okay. It tastes like an eclair. They should have named it eclairs. Just like an eclair. It's got a texture of Cool Whip. Literally, like I'm eating Cool Whip. You know the French vanilla Cool Whip that they have? It kind of tastes like that. Obviously, I like it because I usually just take a bite and put it down when I don't. It's just, I wouldn't consider it ice cream. I would consider it more like Cool Whip. I would put this on top of my coffee. I used to put Cool Whip on top of coffee all the time, and I would totally be down for that. Let's get some good amount of chocolate. There's more chocolate way down in there. Okay, if this does not make me stomach sick, and if it doesn't kick me, this would be something I could totally add. Like, I like it. I give it a 10 for its taste. Now, thinking of it as ice cream, I would probably get it more like a 7-ish just because of the texture. It's Cool Whip to me, but I like it. I actually do. I didn't like the ones I had a couple years ago. The non-keto collection. Way too many carbs, and it just did not taste good to me. Maybe it's because I've been away from regular ice cream so long. But, yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop because I've been eating today. Why have I eaten today? This, a few of those whisks that you saw. Oh, I just tried the nacho ones and I love them too. Oh my gosh. And I've eaten a half of those Too Good yogurts. And that's it. So I'm going to show you the clothes I just bought real fast. Minus my daughter's. My daughter got, we spent $107 saved $550. She got 2 dresses, 3 rompers, 5 shirts or something like that. Like, she had a whole stack, and it's $107. But I left hers at my mom's house. So we're going to look at what I got me. It's 7 o'clock. So afterwards I'm going to eat and see how this affects my tummy, because, you know, some ingredients does not like me, like chicory root. I have issues with that one a lot, but that's one of the things I love. There's no chicory root in this one. Okay, we got cream, we got water, we got erythritol, if I'm saying it right, egg yolk, non-GMO, sorlin something corn fiber, vegetable glucose, I don't know, there's too many words I cannot pronounce. You can Google it and read them. So, but there's no chicory root, so there might not be an issue for me. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, give me a second to put this away and put my spoon away, and I will grab the clothes to show y'all. Great. So yes, I'm not wearing what I wore in this morning's video, and that's because it was too rainy and too cold, so I decided to wear this sweater out, which I made a video with the other day, but I didn't actually wear it out because it got too hot. So I was like, oh, let's wear it today. So let me show y'all what all I have gotten. I got me a little medium dress. Yeah, that's gonna show my tummy too much if I keep lifting up. It's the only bad thing about these crop top type shirts. So, little dress. More crop top type shirts. This is for closer to my goal weight, because I'm sure this would not fit. It supposedly is a medium, but looks like a bra to me. So we'll see. And then I got this one. So remember, my daughter has a whole stack of clothes at home. We only spent $107. These are JCPenney's clothes. Most of these items are 85% off. Let me see what this one. So most of them is about $39, and I got a lot of them for $3. Okay. And I was buying for the future. So now I have no clue what size I wear, and you cannot try crap on. So I know I'm losing 20 to 30 more pounds, so I bought different sizes. This is 11. It looks way smaller than the 12 I'm wearing right now. So I don't know about that. But it's for the future. So I bought some 11s. This is an 11 skirt. Alright. I'm really excited because they were all $5. And I normally pay $40 for these, honestly. This one's a size 7, just in case I go that low. If not, I can sell it. This is an 8 for the future as well. It's really cute, really cute. It's a mid-rise. This one is a 13. I might try this one on in a second. Then I got an 11. As I drop them, what size is this one? This is a 6. I did not mean to get a 6, but we got a 6 in the bunch. And yeah, so that's all the stuff I got, which is so much. We should have just stayed home. Give me a second. I'm really curious about that one skirt. I'm gonna step back and try to show y'all. I got a size 13 jean skirt, which is this one. I haven't tried it on. I thought that would be the size I'm wearing right now. And I have this one on, which is the 11. So, yeah. So maybe I will end up in that 6. Who knows? Who knows? So I am going to keep it because I also do not mind them coming all the way down to my hips down here. They are high-rise skirts, as you can see, but I also like to wear them down my hip, which means you need them a bigger size, at least I do, so that they barely hold on at all. And I stuck it on my ice cream. That's great. I didn't know I had the ice cream thing up here. Oh, now I'm going to have to go wash it. Get the stains off. Okay, give me a second. I'm having leftover steak from last night put in a salad, and I'm starving, and it's almost 8 o'clock at night.